Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm live. I don't know if there's anybody here, but we'll see. I just thought I would do a get ready with me today. And I had a few people ask how I've been doing my makeup lately, so I thought I would just run you through that. So right now I am just, good morning, putting on the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. I've been using this for a long time. This is the one that has the SPF in it. And so I start with this. Hi. And my face gets a little red after I put it on, just because it's a chemical sunscreen. I like the mineral ones better. So I don't know if how to tell if anyone asks a question yet, but I see some people are on, so thank y'all for being here. I'm just doing a quick little get ready with me today. What I did was blow dry my hair, and then I just put 2 Velcro rollers in. Next thing I'm going to do is put on my Forever Dior foundation. I have to mix 2 now, the 2.5 and the 3, just because of summer. My arms are tanner than my face. So that's what I'm gonna do, is just mix. So I'm using, oops, it just squirted across my bathroom. About a pump of the 2.5 and a little bit of the 3.0 just to mix that together. So I am new on the lives and have no idea if you leave comments how to see where that is. Does someone want to try to leave a comment and I can see? So I'm just dotting the foundation all over my face and then using a beauty blender to put that in. And I just pat it in with a beauty blender. I like a medium coverage. So I still can't see if anybody left any comments yet, but I think I'm live because I see a few of you on here. So I hope y'all are doing well. Wonder if there's a place to look for comments. I'm not even sure. Hi. So again, for those of you that just dropped on or came on, I'm using the Dior in the matte, Forever Matte. And I usually don't like a matte foundation, but now that we live in Florida, with it being a little bit warmer, I feel like this stays on my skin longer. And I just put, it's hard to talk when you're putting foundation on your neck, but just put a little down my neck. So that looks pretty blended. I'm kind of just looking in the camera. Next thing I usually do is my eyeshadow. And so I'm using the Urban Decay primer. Hi, Grace. I'm doing this without you. My daughter just hopped on and I can't see if there's any comments. Will you let me know how to tell if there's comments? So I'm just putting on the eye primer. Or Grace, maybe send me a text if it will come through. I'm not sure. The next thing I do is put on just translucent powder over my eyeshadow primer. So this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Comments will pop up. Okay, thank you. So I just set my eyes with the Laura Mercier. I use this to set my face makeup as well. And so next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to use an old palette. Some of you may have this. Actually, I bought this for Christmas presents a while ago. Hey, Kelly. This is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. Mine is really, really old and I need a new one. But I'm just going in with Smarty Pants, which is like a brown, to use that as my transition color. And I just lift up my eye a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, Grace. Oh, I see your comment now. She bought it for me for Christmas one year. I need a new one, Grace. And I start with the transition color just because I have a lot of lid space here and I have a little bit of the hooded eyes, so try to get rid of that by putting a dark color in there. If y'all have any questions while I'm on here, I'm happy to answer questions as well. I'm going in, again, just with this transition color. You can use bronzer, and I'm just holding my eyelids up, otherwise it kind of skips. And this is a BK Beauty, I can't read the number, brush. I like their brushes. Then I'm gonna go in with another BK Beauty brush and then use the redder color, I think it's called Rebel, and just define the crease a little bit more. With that deeper, and that just makes such a difference, I think, already with my hooded eyes. And I might take this one up a little higher because it hangs low. So what are y'all up to today? Someone leave me a comment. The next thing I'm gonna do is I have an old Too Faced palette, and the colors that I like in here, I don't really use shimmers too much except for right on my eyelids. So I'm gonna mix the light pink with the medium pink and put that on my, just the mobile part of my lid, and then put the light shade over it. Then what I'm going to do, that was a MAC brush. This one is a Wayne Goss brush, and I'm just going in with the darkest brown here. This is my first time doing a live, by the way, so we shall see. And I'm just putting this in that outer corner to give it a little dimension in the outer corner. I think I got too much on that side, so I can go back in just with a clean blending brush. Grace, you're so cute. She asked, is this my everyday makeup or do I switch it up? This is pretty much my everyday type of look. If I'm going out somewhere really fancy at night, I will maybe put lashes on or something like that, but this is pretty much my everyday look. I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner, and I just do the outer corner. And I try to thicken it up so that, I don't know if you can see this, oops. To make my eyes look not as downturned. And then I'll just go in with a little smudger brush and do that. Trying to look at y'all and in the mirror. So I just try to blend it. I can't tell if this looks good or not. At the ends. And I'm just gonna go back in with another blending brush. I feel like you cannot blend enough here. And what I might do is just go back in with the original color. It seems to all come together once you put on your mascara and the rest of your makeup. So, okay. The next thing I would do is concealer, and I usually put that on, if I can find it, while I'm doing my eyebrows. And I used to love the Maybelline Fit Me, and I've been using that for years, but recently I rediscovered this MAC Studio Fix concealer. No idea what color this is in. NW25. And so what I do sometimes is put the concealer there and then let it kind of wait while I do my eyebrows. That way it dries on my skin a little bit, and I feel like it gives me a little bit of coverage. So I pat it just a little bit, and then I'll let it just sit there while I do my eyebrows. So for eyebrows, I've just been doing a powder lately, the Anastasia, and I'm using the Smashbox stiff angled brush. And I don't do too much to my eyebrows. I just try to make them a little bit even. So I'm just putting the powder there. I always feel like, don't you feel like you have one good eyebrow and one not so good eyebrow? This is my not so good one. I feel like it doesn't really have the arch like the other one does. So I just go over it. Maggie, hello. Grace just jumped off. That's my daughter's friend. Meg, this is my first live. So hopefully I'm doing okay. Just doing my eyebrows. I wanted Grace to be on here with me, my daughter, so she could help me, but I think I'm doing it. Okay, see that eyebrow? It's better, but what are you gonna do? All right, so now I'm just gonna brush them up a little bit. Oh, thanks, Meg. Megan, so cute. Okay, so then I go back in and I will just either use a brush. I love the Marc Jacobs concealer brush, and kind of just pat that in. And this already dried a little bit. And then I just swipe it in the corner just to kind of clean up anything, make a sharper line there. And if I need more, I'll go back and put a little bit more. This concealer is a little bit more drying. So when I lived in Minnesota, I didn't really like this one. But now that we're in Florida, I do. I'm just gonna put like a tad more. And I love this brush. It's just the perfect little shape. This is, I don't even think they make this one anymore, the Marc Jacobs. Okay. All right, next I will set the, actually, you know what I'm gonna do is go in with a cream bronzer, and then I'll go over it with a powder bronzer. I have a love-hate relationship with this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't. I'm not gonna use it today. I am gonna use the Saint. I tried their foundation, I didn't love it, but I'm gonna use their bronzer. Is awesome. It's a cream bronzer. It's called Bella Bronzer. So I'm just going in with cream bronzer, and then I go over it with a powder bronzer. So I just bronze a little on the cheeks, forehead, and then I like going down the neck. And sometimes I take the other end and do it along the jawline. Okay. Next thing I'll do is set with the Laura Mercier. Bye, Megan. Set with the Laura Mercier powder, and I just put it on a puff. You can get these at Amazon. I have them in my Amazon storefront if you're interested. And then just set the under eyes, and then I kind of just press it other places as well. And then what I'll do is go in with a powder bronzer, and I'm gonna go in with, what is this? Too Faced. It's their chocolate one. Hey, Brandy. And go over. I'm just doing a get ready today. Never done a live one, so hopefully I'm doing somewhat okay. I guess I'll tell when I rewatch it. Then I just bring that down my neck. I still feel like I need concealer over here. Maybe it's my eyeshadow that I hold down too much. Okay, bronzer. Then I like to go in with blush. And I've been doing the same thing with blush. Doing the cream. Hey Brandy, I hope you are well. Cream blush. This one is Huda Beauty. And I just take it and put it high up on my cheekbones here. And then sometimes I set it with a powder. Let's see. Oh, I have this one. This is just, actually I used to have another Laura Mercier one in here. I am going to just set it with this one, Berry Amour. And then last thing before I spray is I take a little bit, I had used the Tartelette in Bloom palette, excuse me. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of shadow under my lash line to kind of connect it. This is also a BK Beauty brush, which I really like for smudging the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna do my setting spray, all-nighter. I haven't been doing mascara on my bottom lashes either lately. Excuse me. So I'll set this, I just spray it all over. Sometimes I jump in front of a fan. So now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. My eyelash curler is a little dirty, but I can clean that. Sometimes I feel like your mascara goes on how well you curl your lashes. Let's see if I can see this. Hard doing it in front of the camera. Okay. You know, I've either been using the old tried and true L'Oreal Voluminous, and sometimes I put the telescopic on first, or this company Prime Cosmetics sent me this Prime Lash. This is really good too. Today, I think I'm gonna go with the telescopic. And I usually do one coat of this and then the L'Oreal on top of it. I feel like this is good for lengthening. Hopefully you can see. And then the only thing is sometimes this is really hard to get back in for some reason. Okay, this part's hard to do on camera. This side, my right side went on better. Okay, and then I will put the L'Oreal Voluminous on top. And I haven't been putting any on the bottom lately. I'll have to go look in my magnifying mirror to try and clean that up because I can't see it anymore. Last thing I'm gonna do is lips. This is the Bobbi Brown. This is an old one that I found in my drawer called Cocoa. It's more of a brownie color, which I used to not wear as much. Sorry, I cannot talk and do this at all. Okay, and then I just bought a new lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's called In Love with Olivia. It's a pretty color. Oh, one last thing, I will set my brows. I just use the Benefit. I think this is in the number 3. Just kind of brush them up. I may need to go back in and clean up some eyeshadow because I've been doing this kind of quick. And then that's really it for the makeup. For the hair, what I might do is just take these out and tease a little bit because I still love the big hair. I do have some grays right now. One of the things I've been using, if you have grays, this is the EverPro Gray Away stick. I love this, especially for around the hairline. It's just like a waxy stick, and I just pull the pieces out. I don't know if you can see that. I know you can see them up there. And then depending on what I do with my hair, I'll either spray or use that. Sometimes I've just been taking the curling iron with these front pieces and just rolling it back just slightly. And then when it cools, they go back rather than fall forward. And then I guess if I leave it down, I may put it up. Oh, I think my daughter's home. So I think that might be it for today. I'll spray it, might tease a little bit more, but thanks so much y'all for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, little Gracie.
Hi.
You want to get on?
Yeah.
All right, bye. There's only one person.